All right. Happy Thursday. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I was storying about an opportunity that I just sent out in my email list. So one thing that I never really did or never really tapped into was email marketing. And I'm still kind of new to it all and trying to figure it out. But I do, oh, it's a baby. Hi. As I'm recording. That's going to be obnoxious on whoever watches the replay. Totally lost my train of thought. So when I've been dabbling with this email marketing thing for a couple of reasons. Like one, it creates curiosity in your stories by talking about like, oh, I sent this email to my email subscribers, right? And they're like, oh, snap, like what am I missing out on? And two, I have had people who said, I get your emails every so often, and they finally inspired me to like get going. So they also say like if Facebook just crashed tomorrow or Instagram just crashed tomorrow, like, do you have a way to communicate with people? Do you have another way to find people to start connecting? And it's really important to build that email list. So it's something to consider. It's something to dabble with. I've tried Google Streak. I've tried this. I've tried that. Right now, I'm paying for Flowdesk. That seems to be the one that I like, but I wouldn't, I'm not telling you have to make an investment like that in your business. You definitely do not. I didn't do it for 4 years, but I'm just starting to dabble with it. I haven't seen massive success. I don't like send an email and 100 people sign up. It doesn't work like that for me, but I'm just starting to dabble with it. So all of that to say, we started our new boot camp on Monday, obviously May 1st. That's when the body box kicked off, like yada, all the things. But that didn't give us much of an opportunity to invite for May, right? So we had to pivot and figure out like, what are you going to invite to in May? So I did share the results in 25 graphics. If you want to invite to the like T25, I know Janelle took it, twisted it a little bit and is doing results in 20 because maybe Shaun T's not everybody's vibe. So she's going to go more of like the job one route and where it's only 20 minutes a day. So just do what's really feels right to you. The more people I talk to, the more I hear, oh, my nutrition sucks. Oh, my nutrition's off. Oh, I can't get the nutrition. Duh. So I sent an email today offering 10 spots for one-on-one nutrition coaching with an opportunity for them. So I literally made a Google Doc that says like, how much do you weigh? What are you doing for fitness? And one of the options is like, I need help. But I literally just took the questions from the like figuring out your portion plan, right? Like, so when you go to figure out like what your portion fix is, it asks you like, what's your current weight? How much are you working out? And I gave those options, right? Like less than 30 minutes a day, less than 4 days a week, 30, whatever, 5 days a week. You know what I mean? Like whatever those brackets are in that plan. And then my fourth option was like, I need a fitness routine. And then I asked like, what are your goals? And same thing, I used them right from the portion fix. I want to lose weight. I want to maintain my current weight, but tone more, or I want to gain muscle. And then I put in there, like, I highly recommend Shakeology when you are following a nutrition plan like this. Which flavor would you like? Anything else I should know before I reach out? So I sent that email out to all of my email people and just said, like, is your nutrition terrible right now? I'm offering just 10 spots to help people do that. And I did put in there like workouts are completely optional. You'll have access to them, but they're totally optional. I'm still going to sign them up with a total solution pack. And I'm going to put them in a chat pod. I'm going to use this Google Doc form for anybody who fills it out to give them their plan, right? So I can send, like, they're going to give me all the information. So I can say, okay, you're going to fall under plan A. This is a screenshot of what plan A looks like. Put these numbers in your app. So this is how much food you want to eat a day. And then we'll work together to adjust and adapt. But I'm just going to kind of handhold them through the process. So I'm still talking about results in 25, but I wasn't getting a ton of interest. And I'm like, for me, getting down to crunch time. Like my goal is to hit Success Club by the 5th of the month. That's tomorrow. And I'm not there. So I've got to do something. I've got to make a pivot. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm talking about. I've been sharing my nutrition really hardcore since the 1st of the month anyways. I'm literally already seeing results, like physical results for myself by dialing in my nutrition this month. So why not share that with everybody? So that's kind of what I'm doing. So I just recommend that you pick a Monday, pick a plan, get it. And even if it's Thursday, like I just decided this like 10 minutes ago, like pick a plan and just talk about it till your ears fall off. Reach out to people. This is tomorrow's like follow-up Friday, right? So as you start following up, like, hey, I've got this opportunity. I thought of you, thought it might be something that you'd be interested in. Would you like a spot, right? Whatever it is, whether it's results in 20, results in 25, custom nutrition, like whatever you want to do. Just think about something about, I know Heather just did a launch like what's that called? Not instead of 75 hard, she's doing 30 hard. And it's like get outside and walk, read for 10 minutes a day, move your body. Like she's got this like checklist. But for her in her current state, like she's has like, you know, some anxiety stuff going on, some like deeper things going on. And that's what she feels like she really needs to pull out of it, right? She needs the reading, she needs the outside walking. So that's what she's talking about. And she's already signing people up. And I think that that's just proof that we really have to think about where are we right now? Like, where am I? What do I need to get results? And for me, it's the nutrition, right? Like I got this fitness thing down. I've got that figured out. That doesn't mean my person does, but I do. That part is so consistent for me now. It's not really much of an effort anymore. My nutrition is where I really want to dial in. That's really where I want to focus to get more results. So I'm excited to share that with my people. I'm excited to, you know, lean in on them for accountability. And I know Mary talked about this in her stories the other day, like same thing, like I really need the accountability to get back into this routine. I need the shorter workouts so I can get them done. Like talking to your person as like what you need right now, I think can be really, really powerful. So that's the direction I'm heading. I'm sure you might have saw in the chat pod, but yes, I will send you the Google Doc. Actually, I can drop it right here. So on that call on Monday night, Jamie was talking about how she always has a free group to invite to. And I was like, oh, I don't do a free group all the time. And I loved the thought process behind it, right? Like you send a message to somebody, you're like, have you ever thought about doing what I do as a virtual health and fitness coach? Like, no, not really my thing. Well, would you like to do a program with me? Nah, not really. I don't have the money right now. No problem. I have a free group going next week for a 3-day step challenge. Would you be interested in doing that? It takes the conversation from, I just want your sale to, I really want to help you in any capacity. And if those aren't options for you, like, let me help you. I'm not even trying to make money off you, but let me just help you some way, shape, or form. I read something the other day that said to be successful in network marketing, you have to have people like, know, and trust you. Right. And I was like, oh, yes, yes, and yes, right? Like they have to like the content that they see, right? Like they got whatever you're putting out there, they've got to like it. They've got to know you on a deeper level than just your workouts. Like, are you sharing some of your little quirks, some of your little, you know, weird things about you, some you know, personal pieces that they can connect with you? And then do they trust that that you can help them too? Are they trusting you that you're going to be there to support them? So showing proof of your boot camps and proofs of the check-ins and how you're helping other people is really how you can build that like, know, and trust for people to get started. And I thought that that was really powerful. So I did create the 10K step challenge for next week. It's going to run Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's just going to be in that ongoing free group. The content is already there. It's already scheduled out for everybody who is going to take a post. Even if you're not posting in there, feel free to invite in there and use it as an opportunity for, would you like to do my custom nutrition coaching next week? Nope. I really don't have the money this week. Cool. Do you want to do a step challenge with me just to get yourself moving and just getting them in there? And then we will invite them from that group into a full boot camp if they want more, but it won't be weird or salesy or pressure. It'll just be an opportunity. If you love this and you want to keep going, here's how you can do it. So that's going to be there. I don't know if I can manage 4 of them a week, like she said some of her people are doing. That feels like a lot, but there's one for now. We'll see. Our team is straight on fire. I hope that you guys can all feel that. I can barely keep up. Nicole had asked for like everybody's team cycle bonuses on a weekly basis. And our team is running so deep that I can't see it all, right? Like if I don't know when people's coaches are hitting team cycle bonuses, but there's so much momentum going on this team. And I'm just really proud of the people who are leaning in and showing up and refusing to quit. And even when it gets icky and stuck and whatever, they just pick themselves back up and get going again. And I think that that's really cool. We have like 3 or 4 girls who are like 3 pieces from Diamond, which is incredible. I know that next Thursday, May 11th, was our like big team date. And there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to start to move towards that. I listened to a podcast yesterday with Melanie Mitro, and she was talking about push groups and, you know, how they can move your business forward, and how what makes a successful one and what makes a not successful one. And I think we're doing all the things as far as running a successful group, and that's all being in the trenches together. It's not one person just saying, go do this and then dipping out. Like, I am in the trenches doing the work, just like all of us are there doing it. Yesterday when Janelle shared in the chat pod, like, I sent out 10 invites and I did this before I even got started in my day. I was like, yes, like, all right, I got to get mine out. Like, I got to do that. And I think it's that kind of stuff that just gets the team moving and going. And it's not one person that does that. It's literally everyone kind of picking each other up and doing it. And another thing that she said is like, okay, so you have this date of, you know, and for us, it's May 11th. That's the date we picked. Like, what if you don't hit it May 11th? So what? You're so much closer, right? If those girls who have 3 pieces to Diamond get to where they have 1 piece to Diamond, guess what? They're probably going to hit it the next week. So even if you don't hit that May 11th date, just continuing to move your business forward. And as a team deciding, like, we're just going to keep this momentum going. Like, yes, we picked a date and yes, that's cool, but let's just ride this and keep going and keep seeing what we can accomplish. But she kept bringing it back to, and I think everybody brings it back to, I think every book, podcast, coach ahead of you is going to bring it back to, is you've got to have a vision. You've got to have a clear cut. Why am I doing this? Why am I here? What do I want out of this? What is this going to do for me and my family to justify the work that I'm putting in to whatever? I'll share with you guys, because I don't have the heart to share it on my stories yet, but our big goal was this addition, right? Like, I want my kids to have their own bedrooms. That's what I work for. It's what gets me out of bed every day. I want my kids to have my whole own addition. And my husband is calling the builder today, not for an addition, because I think he's putting my addition on the side burner, because he wants to build my daughter a turf room for her coaching. So or for her pitching. He wants to put in turf and whatever and 40-foot space so she can put a pitcher's mound and host pitching lessons out of our backyard. So that's exciting. And it's right. Like, it feels crazy. I'm a little sad that my addition's getting pushed out, but he came at me with, well, do you want your daughter to have a place to practice this winter? I was like, well, that's not fair. You can attack me. You can attack me like that. But I share that because building a turf room in your backyard might not motivate you if you don't have a daughter who wants to pitch in softball, right? You're probably like, that's ridiculous. No thanks. So that's not worth thousands of dollars. You have to find something for you, right? That works for you. And yes, I could say I have a great job. My husband has a great job. We make great money. We could just save up and build her a turf room. But why, right? We can do things so much faster and achieve our want list so much quicker. And I'm starting to really feel like a magnetic pull to how much joy this job brings me versus staring at China plant codes all day. And I know not everybody feels that way. I literally got a job chasing dollar signs. I didn't go find a passion like a lot of people do. And I love my job. I'm very thankful for the flexibility it gives me, but it doesn't like fuel me because I love chasing money. I love chasing rank advancements and big things and the next thing we can accomplish and physical results. Like, what can I do with my body? Like, what can I do? I love this thrill. It really gets me fired up. So I just really challenge you guys to figure out what gets you fired up, what gets you out of bed. Like, why do you show up? I know Mary sees patients who would give anything to be able to get up and work out. And when her alarm goes off, I guarantee that pops in the back of her head. Like, I'm going to move my body because I can move my body, and not everybody can do that. But you really have to think about, like, why are you getting out of bed? Why are you doing your workout? Why are you showing up for your business? And you're inspiring people by doing that. Like, whether you see it or they tell you or you feel it or they're signing up yet or not, they're there, they're watching, and you're inspiring them. And I think that that's pretty cool. Like, we've got the coolest platform to be able to do that. So quick recap. Have something that you're excited about inviting to for Monday. Don't push it back because you want to lock in Success Club as soon as possible. And if it goes crickets, right? Like my results in 25 was kind of getting crickets, pivot. What else you got? Like, send it out there or write it, go with it. And then the next Monday, do something else. But have an opportunity to really set a date when you're inviting people to get started. And remember, if they say no, or they ghost you, or they're not ready, it has nothing to do with you. We all weren't ready the first time we got asked to do this. And that didn't mean that we didn't like the person asking us. It just meant we're not ready yet. Like, mentally, we got to be there. I literally put that in my email that I just sent. Like, step one is you have to decide that you're ready to make a change. I can't help you if you haven't decided that. And that's okay to say that. It's okay to be abrasive and say, like, you've got to be willing to do the work. If I was thinking, like, getting a question that says, can you help me lose weight? I don't know. Are you willing to show up and do the things I tell you to? If you say yes, then yes, I can help you. But if you're not willing to do the work, then no, I can't. It's not magic. You don't just sign up. How many people do you see sign up and then they never do anything? They don't answer you anymore. They don't show up in your groups. They just signed up, and you're like, okay, but signing up isn't the part. That's not the hard part, right? Like, that's the easy part. Like, yes, you spent the money, good job, but spending the money doesn't get you results. You have to show up. And as a coach, you can't make them show up. So just know, like, that it's not a reflection of you as a coach if they don't sign up, if they don't do the things. Like, you're doing your part, and they'll do it when they're ready, right? They'll believe it when they're ready. They'll see it when they're ready. So any questions about what we're offering today, tomorrow, this month? I dropped that bike deal in the chat pod. I believe that's gonna be for coaches only, like coaches and partners only. Maybe as an incentive to get people to sign up as a partner. I don't know. I'm waiting on more details from my corporate mentor on it. And then a graphic, and I'll share that with you guys, but I cannot believe the pricing of it. That was just like, I mean, a little frustrating for those of us who didn't pay that, but a really cool opportunity. I know there's a lot of people who have been like thinking about the bike or talking about the bike or interested in the bike, and like that much money off just like blew my mind. So, make sure if you have a spouse account and you want the bike, that you're purchasing under your spouse account so that you make the commission. If you don't do it that way and you order it, then I make the commission, which is, thank you. That's nice of you. But if you have a spouse account, you might as well make the commission. So order that bike under your spouse account. Tell your coaches the same thing, unless you want their commission too, which is fine. I get it, but recommend that they make the commission on that bike. Oh crap. I just posted that. Sorry, I forgot to put a slider bar. Oopsies. What else was there? May 11th is the last day for summit recognition. So if you are pushing for a goal and you want to hear or see your name at summit, that's how you do it. I think that's it. Congratulations, Cassie, on month 1 success starter. That's very exciting. We've had so many people on our team earn that title. And I think that that's a real true testament of our team collectively as a whole, and how we're just continuing to move the needle forward. There's no doubt in my mind you'll lock in all 3 months, and then you'll earn that free ticket to summit. And that's so fun. And then you can go with us next year. I can't wait. I'm already like, where are we going? Well, where's next year, right? Like, we're going to San Antonio. Like, last year was, where did we go? St. Louis? Yeah, St. Louis. And it was Indianapolis, then St. Louis, then San Antonio, like where's next? Where are we going? I don't know. I can't wait though. Okay, 2 minutes left. Any other questions? I'm obsessed with Luke and his Nike shirt and the way he just keeps looking at you. Boys are obsessed with their moms. Be prepared.
He
It's
is already very obsessed with me. Like, I just can't stand it.
believe it or not, it gets worse. Like
Oh my
Maddox
God.
all morning this morning was like, hug, hug. I just hug.
Oh.
Like, can you please? I have to get the girls ready. I got to get hair done. I got to get breakfast made. Like, yes, I want to hug you more than anything, but can we just give me some space? Just 5 minutes.
Yes.
Anyone else? Questions, comments, concerns? He's just staring.
Yeah, he's super bashful with Josh. He's like nuzzles into me when Josh comes at him. I'm like, it's okay, buddy.
It's funny.
I know.
Maddox will sit in his high chair and want out of his high chair and will scream if Jordan tries to get him out and refuses. He'll just sit there, even if I'm busy doing something, and we'll sit there until I can get him out of his high chair.
Boys.
Boys are weird. He's just
It's
staring.
good to be on and see you guys, though.
Yeah, it's so good having you
Way
on
too
here.
long. Yes, way too long. I need to find myself again.
It's hard. It's so hard. I actually told Jordan the other night, I said, Mary is Katie 10 years ago. I said, I know that feeling. Like when I had a baby for the first time, like we didn't leave the house. I was always home before her bedtime. I did not keep her out past her schedule. If her nap time was this time, I did not go anywhere. I did not do anything. People weren't allowed to pick her up while she was sleeping. Like, and now I look back and I'm like, Katie, like I've created a monster because now Mackenzie is so structured. She panicked the other day, you guys, when we left softball. I probably should stop recording. When we left softball and I had to feed them dinner at 5:30 instead of 5 o'clock, she went into a full blown like, well, we're not even gonna eat till 7 o'clock, like blah, 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 because she's so structured. She is so scheduled. And if I could go back and give new mom Katie one piece of advice, it's okay. Their schedule, it's okay. If you are out past their bedtime, they will be fine. If they need to nap in the car, it is fine. If you need to feed them in your lap, it is fine. Like, and I just didn't feel that way. I went to like a mall walking date with a friend when I had a little tiny baby, and I was like panicked because if she woke up, it was going to be time for her to eat, and I needed to be home because I cannot feed her in public. I don't know how. I don't know what to do. Like, it's so stressful. And
you're
it's hard.
preaching, girl. I mean, I feel it. I'm like, I just, learning it all. My whole life is just so different now. It's amazing, but hair is falling out. I just don't feel like myself, So
And I honestly don't feel like, maybe someone else can chime in, but I don't feel like you can feel like yourself until you're done nursing.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I could be me until I was done nursing. I felt like I was just a cow, and I don't mean that in like a fat sense. I mean, I just felt like I was somebody else's product until I was done nursing. And then I was like, okay, now I can get back to me. Now I can feel like me.
Well, there's hope then.
There's hope. It's coming. It's coming. And everything is so normal. It's so normal.
Well, glad I'm not the only one. So, but I'm going to definitely make more of an effort because coaching really was like so big for me. And I definitely like stepped back and full mom mode. And I think going back to work was really hard. And then I'm like, something is missing. And I think it's like the community, I'm not as involved now. I'm like not paying attention to my phone but I need to find balance. And, I'm an all or nothing person sometimes where I'm just like full bore, like mom mode, here we are. But
yeah, and it's okay to like figure out how to do both, right? And I think it's just a learning curve of like, I can love on him and let him stare at me like this because he doesn't stop staring at you and send a message and be on this call. Like, it doesn't make you less of a mom to be on this call while holding, like,
yeah,
it's just a learning curve. I think everything you're going through is so normal.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I'm going to stop recording. Sorry for the last 10 minutes.